Ma was an incredibly complex woman. Her history dates back to beyond prehistoric times. In this documentary, we have previously unseen footage and fascinating accounts from people who knew her, who loved her, who couldn't stand her guts, and also the people who influenced her in her life, her trainers, her masters, her friends. We talked to people, old colleagues, who once loved her. We talked to her grandmaster, Hipsop Sai, who used to teach her many things. We see how Grandma developed through her life, how she moved to Watchfield Court for many, many, many years, and how she ended up there. We speak about her descent into petty crime, and how she eventually took to the road with varied results. We start our journey at Hampton Court, one of her favourite pastimes and places. And it's here that our journey into the legacy of Ma, begins in earnest.
Zoe was a very memorable woman. I remember her delightful smile and her charming teeth as we reminisced over the war and various things in the 20th century. Zoe and I became lovers in the 60s. I tell you, we never knew such fun. And where better to start our journey of Mrs. Grandma than here in Hampton Court Palace. This is where we start our journey for Mrs. Zoe Sachs. Hampton Court was our place of pastime, and where we used to court many, many a time, thinking of Henry the Ville. Grandma Zoe Sachs is a name I shall never ever forget. Ever.
My chief memory of Zoe was one of a woman with an amazing sense of humour and a profound and very restful sense of her own religion. She was a devout Christian, and I admired her profoundly for her attempts to raise money for the church. And she would often come here and she would raise money for various appeals. But I always felt that there was something about Zoe, something that she shielded from me, almost as if she was living a lie. I never asked her about this, and of course now it's too late. But we live and learn, and Jesus is very forgiving. I'd like to share, if I may, this lovely, charming column. This was actually a replacement for the original column, which had rotted away over the years, various weathering. And Zoe raised all the money for this. She did this half out of her own fortune, which was, if I remember correctly, quite vast. And the rest she raised standing there, just over there if we look, by the Thames side. Well, we needn't really say what she did by the Thames that raised the money, but needless to say, she made a lot of money. Yes, Hampton Court. It's actually rather difficult sometimes just being here and imagining. No, Zoe. That it reminds Hampton Court. Sorry.